Hi, this is Dr. A. Welcome to Corner of Dr. A, where psychology meets everyday life, imagination meets science, and we explore the inner world so you can step more boldly into the outer one. Today, we are tackling a surprising question. Why do we sabotage good things? Why, when things are going well, a new job, a healthy relationship, a dream goal, do we sometimes sneakily tip over the ladder we are climbing? Let's dive in. What do we mean by sabotaging good things? Imagine you are building a beautiful sandcastle on the beach. The tide is calm, you have got perfect sand, you are creating a masterpiece. And then you suddenly kick a chunk of it away, or you walk into the moat you dug. Why would you do that? That's the metaphor for sabotage. When you undermine your own castle, your own progress, your own good things. In psychological language, we use terms like self-sabotage or self-defeating behavior, that is, conscious or unconscious actions or inactions that prevent us reaching our goals or enjoying our success. According to a 2024 article in Psychology Today, self-sabotage often appears as behavior that creates problems in daily life and interferes with long-standing goals. For example, you commit to a major project but procrastinate. Or you sabotage a budding relationship when everything seems promising. Or you sabotage your health success by skipping workouts when you finally feel fit. The research shows that self-sabotage is not rare. One widely cited overview explains that self-sabotaging behavior refers to intentional action or inaction that undermines people's progress and prevents them from accomplishing their goals. In more recent work, research at University of New South Wales in 2025, so this year's finding, they found that even when people are shown clearly how their own action lead to harmful outcome, many continue those actions anyway. They found a failure of linking action to consequences. So, when we talk about sabotaging good things, we are not just speaking metaphorically. This is something grounded in empirical work. So let's explore the main psychological roots of sabotage. As a psychologist, I always look for the why behind the what, and I invite you to do the same, or how something is fulfilling the need, the inner need, whether it's healthy or not, but what's that? How is it helping? I always try to find out, and I'm inviting you to do the same here. First, let's talk about fear of failure. Think of a tightrope walker. So they are high above the net. The audience watches. What if they fall? Sometimes the fear of failing is so strong, they step off the rope early or lean into the pole just to avoid the big fall. In psychological research, this maps onto self-handicapping, where someone undermines their own success to protect their self-esteem if failure happens. Fear of success. That's the second one. This may feel counterintuitive. Imagine you are opening the door to a bright room of success, but you pause, uncertain whether you will belong in that light. Success means visibility, expectations, identity shift. A 2024 longitudinal study found that fear of success and guilt over success were positively related to the experience of the imposter phenomenon and in turn to self-handicapping and self-sabotaging behaviors. Third, low self-esteem or low self-worth, or the feeling that I don't deserve it. Here you are with a prized rose in your hand, but you whisper, I don't deserve to smell it. So you toss it back in the grass. The core belief says, if this is good, then I must be unworthy. So you unconsciously pull back. Many sources identify low self-esteem, childhood conditioning, trauma as antecedents. 4. Early survival mechanisms that outlive their usefulness. Imagine the cave dweller who learned, if I trust the fire, I might get burned. Better not to get comfortable. A behavior that once protected you from emotional pain, from being let down, may become maladaptive when the context changes. As one article notes, what we call self-sabotage could very well be motivated by unconscious goals and adaptations that in the past saved our life. In short, your system is protecting you, just not in the way you now want. Cognitive distortions, automatic negative thoughts. What happens here? Your mind says you will mess this up or you always mess up. So go ahead and stop now. These are automatic negative thoughts documented in cognitive therapy literature as a major sabotage factor. So these combine with self-handicapping. What's self-handicapping again? It's like I don't prepare for the test so that if I fail, I can blame the lack of preparation. How sabotage shows up in real life. Let's get concrete. These examples are from the real world and it will help you recognize your pattern. So first talk about career goal sabotage. You land a new job you really wanted. You are excited, but then you start missing key meetings or subtly undermine your success by doubting yourself in front of others. Why? Because if I fail, I'm protected. The fear of failure. Or if I succeed, I will be exposed. I'm a fraud. The imposter syndrome. The other one is romantic relational sabotage. You are in a relationship that is going well. Then you provoke arguments, withdraw emotionally, test the partner. Why? Maybe a subconscious story from childhood. When things get good, something bad happens. Relationship sabotage literature links insecure attachment pattern with relational self-defeating behavior. The other one, health self-improving sabotage. You have committed to better health, to a new routine, but somewhere you skip workout, binge eat, justify avoidance. Could be your inner voice saying, I don't deserve to feel strong, or better to stay in known territory than risk change. Emotional comfort sabotage. Another metaphor, your mind is like a thermostat set at just okay. If things get too good, the system triggers a self-sabotage switch to bring things back down to familiar. Because familiar, even if mediocre, is safe. So now let's see it from a philosophical standpoint. This speaks to the tension between becoming and being. The ancient Greeks, for example, spoke to ataraxia, a state of undisturbed tranquility. But what if our mind, in their attempt to protect tranquility, sabotage the growth that would disrupt the status quo? The irony, to truly be we must become, yet we sometimes resist that becoming. Another lens, think of your psyche as a house under renovation. You have invited the contractor in and then cleared the spaces, but somewhere in the basement, a small part of you says, stop the renovations. You are safe here. So you sneak back, pull out the tarps, undo the drywall. Why? Because change involves uncertainty. And perhaps you are still harboring the belief, better the devil I know than the angel I might become. How many of us can relate to that? Okay, so now, what can we do? Number one, increase awareness. Notice the pattern. The 2025 Tech study I mentioned emphasizes that many people simply don't see the link between their own action and outcome. So ask yourself, when did I last sabotage something good? What triggered it? What was the thought just before I acted? Second, connect to core beliefs. Get curious about your inner script. Do you believe I don't deserve success? If I relax, I will get hurt. These underlying narratives often drive sabotage. Try journaling. What did I believe about myself when I pulled back? What was the payoff for pulling back? Often you will find that, I wanted to stay at the familiar place because I didn't believe in myself. So, reframe fear of success or failure. Accept that both are possible and the failure is not terminal. Some research shows self-handicapping behavior are tied to both fear of success and fear of failure. So it's not just the one, it can be both. Practical technique, visualize not only success, but what will you cherish when you succeed? What identity will you step into if you succeed? Align identity and goals. If your goal is not congruent with how you truly see yourself or fear of who you are, then sabotage is more likely. Imagine your inner self saying, this goal is not me. So what will happen? You will not follow that. Prepare by affirming your identity. I am someone who deserves this good thing. So you are giving yourself permission to have what you are looking for. And small wins and reward acceptance. Celebrate success in increments so your mind experiences, yes, I meant this. Reinforcement helps your nervous system update the script. I often tell my patients when they get something or achieve something and they wait for the big celebration, it doesn't have to be big. In the morning, when you are having your coffee, just hold the cup and just feel the achievement that you just had and then say, I'm celebrating that just with a cup of coffee. And then, of course, if you want to celebrate big, you can. And the other one, cultivate emotional tolerance. Many sabotage acts are attempts to avoid uncomfortable feeling. So vulnerability, exposure, fear, building capacity to sit with discomfort helps. For example, mindfulness, emotion regulation training, and of course, go to therapy. Another one, behavioral experiment. Test what happens if I don't sabotage. Take the challenge. Try something small. Push the boundary. Observe your feelings. Over time, you will build new neural pathways. Indeed, neuroscience suggests our brain's default is to prefer predictability over progress. Sometimes sabotaging change even when it leads to something good. So, to you, all of you who are watching, perhaps you have already done the work, or perhaps you are just beginning. Think of one good thing in your life right now. Maybe a relationship, a career role, a health goal. Ask yourself, am I quietly pulling a lever that will bring it down? If yes, you are not alone and you are not broken. You are just human. Remember, just because you have a sabotaging impulse doesn't mean it defines you. It signals an opportunity, a chance to meet yourself, your fear, your story, and guide them toward alignment with your deeper goal. If this resonated with you, if you noticed a pattern in yourself, or simply want to deepen your awareness, I invite you to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Instagram and TikTok, where I will share more insights, tools, and stories. Together, we will build a space where growth is safe. Inner worlds are honored and good things are welcomed. I will leave you with this. The mind that built the castle may also hold the mallet. Once you recognize the mallet, you can put it down and lie on the balcony of your own creation and just breathe in the field. Thanks for being here. I will see you next time on Corner of Dr. A.